Good afternoon. This is KTN Newsdesk. My name is Najmi Ismail. Now, business operations along Limuru Road were at a standstill for the better part of today morning as City Park vendors engaged police in running battles. The vendors claim that a fire that razed part of the market last night was no accident but an act of arson. Timothy Otieno is at the scene and will be telling us what is happening. Timothy Otieno?
Yes, Najma.
Has the situation been contained there?
Thank you very much, Najma. Good afternoon to you in studio. Not so good an afternoon for passengers, pedestrians and traders here at the City Park market, where this morning traders engaged in running battles with the police over an alleged claim that there was a fire started that gutted down most structures for the traders. About 500 to 700 structures have been burnt down due to a fire that started yesterday night at around 10 p.m. The hawkers say that the fire is intentional. They say it's a questionable fire, and they say that they want the area governor, Evans Kidero, to explain to them why the emergency services, the fire brigade, did not come in time to put down the fire. So far, traffic has resumed normally, I could say, a bit slow, but the police have been reinforced. There's heavy presence of police along Limuru Road, and traffic is moving smoothly as per now, Najima.
Well, has the Nairobi governor maybe addressed some of the vendors or any officials?
Yeah, interestingly, a handful of local leaders did come to address the traders this morning, including former Member of Parliament Margaret Wanjiro, former Member of Parliament Ferdinand Waititu, as well as KTN Member of Parliament who was here to speak to the rowdy traders. Governor Evans Kidero just came to the scene about 10-15 minutes ago, but he was unable to address the hawkers. They were angry at him. They accused the governor of plotting to remove them from this parcel of land, and they say that the fire is just an excuse and a reason for them to be removed. So the governor tried to address them. They could not allow it. In fact, at some point, Najma, they did hurl at an object that looked like a stone. I cannot verify if it was a stone or a canister, but it was hurled at the governor. The police had to launch tear gas canisters at the hawkers. They fired in the air. So people scampered away. So the governor, as at now, has left. He came but did not address them. He's gone away. But the hawkers are still rioting. They have moved into the inner parts of the estate, Najma.
Some of the images we can see on our screen, the situation was really bad there. Were there any casualties, Timothy?
As far as I'm concerned, we've not heard of any injuries or casualties as a result of the riots, Najma. But it is still hard to say because people are all over, the police are all over. It's a chaotic thing here, Najma. But as for now, no reported casualties.
Thank you very much. Timothy Otieno will be keeping us up to speed with the happenings of the City Park fire. Now, with only 6 days to the Homa Bay senatorial by-elections on the 12th of February, Orange Democratic Movement Party is leaving nothing to chance to reclaim the seat in the face of stiff competition. ODM party leader Raila Odinga has urged Homa Bay voters to not embarrass the party and vote for ODM's Moses Kajwang. This comes after Kajwang given a direct nomination, setting off rebellion and subsequent opposition from those who dumped ODM. Let's go to Homa Bay now, where Victor Ogale is on standby. Victor, what's the mood like there?
Well, very good afternoon to you, Najma. The mood here, people of Homa Bay and Ashes for the elections on the 12th of February, waiting to vote for their favorite candidate. And indeed, as you have just said, there have been cases of rebellion among the electorate here in Homa Bay County, places like Rangwe, places like Ndiwa, where the ODM candidate Moses Kajwang was campaigning. And last week, Moses Kajwanga and his entourage was stoned at a barrio in Kochie, which is in Rangwe constituency. And Rangwe constituency is a stronghold of former Rangwe MP engineer Philip Okundi. And apart from that, security has been beefed up, and we have been assured by the county returning officer Maurice Raria from IEBC that more law enforcers are going to come here all the way from the 10th to the 12th to the 14th, even 2 days after the election has been completed.
I believe there's a debate tonight, Victor. Maybe if you could touch on that.
Yeah, I'm actually at the Homa Bay High School. This is the Tom Mboya Hall. This is where the senatorial debate is going to be held tonight, and as from 7:30 all the way to 9 p.m. And we expect all the 8 candidates who are vying for this senatorial seat to come here, and this will also be an ample chance for them to sell their agendas and talk to the electorate and tell them what they have for them once they're elected on the 12th of February.
Thank you very much, Victor Ogale, there in Homa Bay. Now, moving on, President Uhuru Kenyatta will next week unveil a team from all constituent parties of the Jubilee coalition that will mediate merger talks aimed at dissolving all constituents and affiliated parties into the Jubilee Alliance Party JAP ahead of the 2017 general election. Leader of majority in the National Assembly, Aden Duale, says the JAP secretariat will soon visit all counties for a massive membership recruitment drive.
Almost a fortnight ago, the Jubilee Parliamentary Group held a 2-day retreat in Naivasha where members endorsed formation of the Jubilee Alliance Party as the vehicle for the next general elections. It was agreed that all constituent and affiliated parties will be consulted in developing a roadmap towards the ultimate merger into a new party, the Jubilee Alliance Party. At the Jubilee Alliance Party Secretariat, Leader of Majority in National Assembly, Aden Duale, disclosed that the process to consolidate the Dream Party is on course.
On Tuesday next week, when we open Parliament, under the leadership of the President, who is our party leader, or a coalition leader, we will nominate a team from all the constituent parties to start the journey, so that come the end of the year, we will all converge and all of us transform our parties into Jubilee Alliance Party.
Duale says the Jubilee Coalition will unanimously support the Jubilee Alliance Party candidate in Kajiado Central constituency by election, as was agreed in Naivasha.
We have no candidate in Homa Bay senatorial by-election, but we have a serious candidate in Kajiado Central by-election. We will pitch tent in Kajiado Central and make sure that come the election day on the 16th of March 2015, the first baby, the first member of parliament of the Jubilee Alliance Party will be a member of the 11th parliament.
I can assure you that seat will be taken by the Jubilee Party. What is happening in Narok has no bearing at all with the by-election of Kajiado Central. Get it from me. Kajiado Central was the only seat that was not taken by Jubilee in our county. Now they have taken it through the executive appointment to cabinet. So we have no ODM in Kajiado County.
The opposition coalition on Reforms and Democracy Code is also strategizing on winning the 2017 polls through a united front. Duale apparently sneered at Code, claiming it will not be easy to dislodge Jubilee from State House.
We know our vehicle for 2017. We know our party, the coalition. We know our candidates for 2017, 2022, and 2027. Our candidate for 2017, day and night, is Honorable Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Our candidate for 2022 is Honorable William Ruto. So sisi hatubahatishi.
As Parliament resumes next week, Kenyans will be watching to see whether members of the Jubilee Alliance in the National Assembly and Senate will work as a team at both houses in the execution and delivery of the Jubilee Manifesto. Patrick Amimo, KTN.
Now, youth from northeastern Kenya have asked teachers to return to their workstations, adding that their claims of harassment are exaggerated. The youth claim that if the accusations were true, then the victims of harassment and assault would have reported the matter to the police. This comes after the Teachers Service Commission advertised 1,089 teaching positions to replace the ones they term as defiant teachers.
So it does not mean that all these teachers were TSC employees. No, it was unfortunate. We are sorry that that happened. But still, there were only 2 teachers employed by TSC. The rest were private. Yet, if you go to Mandera today, I'm just a week old here, all the private teachers are back.
And to add
So
on,
it's good to inform the country both ways.
yes.
Go to the, I'm not saying we are the best community in this country. We are not saying that. We are saying we have our problems. But balkanizing the whole community, that these are, I mean, let's be very vigilant.
But when 2,200 teachers are just here in NAT's offices saying that we have been mocked, we've been done this, that is not the right way. Let us isolate the cases, disciplinary cases, let it go as far as it can go. We isolate the cases, we deal with them.
To Narok now, the rift between Narok leaders widened as Governor Samuel Tunai allies are now threatening to recall Narok Senator Stephen Olen Tutu. MCAs, elders, former MPs, church leaders and opinion shapers allied to the governor vowed to embark on the process of impeaching Senator Stephen Olen Tutu at a meeting held in Simbalojan, Naivasha on Thursday night and attended by 3 MPs. The group vowed to take head on the Tutu group. The leaders warned the warring group to stop maligning the name of the governor, whom according to them was being prosecuted based on his clan.
Kwa saa hii ile kitu ambayo inaendelea tumeshajua ni siasa na tumeshakubaliana kwamba hakuna wakati ya kukaa sasa kunyamaza. Bila kuwaficha, tarehe 12 tuna launch ku recall Ndutu kwa sababu hata hajawahi kutoa maiden speech in the Senate. Hajawahi ongea juu ya kaunti yetu hata siku moja.
Tunaomba serikali, Uhuru mwenyewe pamoja na makamu wa rais ajue ya kwamba Tunai kuna support ya kutosha na bado ni kiongozi washikiliwe. Ya kusema hawa watu ambao alianza kuita watu ya code Raila Kaloso atendi aende Mashishi afalishwe shuka ashike marungu wahame code. Tuko tayari kugombea vitu hizo zote ya wabunge. Tunaambia hawa hama.
Over 10,000 members of the Maasai community have vowed to appeal against a court ruling evicting them from Kidong Ranch in Naivasha. The families, which claim to have lived on part of the 76,000-acre piece of land for generations, questioned the court ruling stripping them possession of the ranch. During an emotional meeting held in Suswa and attended by tens of area residents, the community alleged continued oppression by past and present regimes. Incidentally, the court based its ruling in an aerial survey which noted that there were no graves on the vast land that stretches from Naivasha to Nakuru. The East African Grain Council has partnered with Dutch Center for Agriculture and Rural Cooperation to enhance grain trade in the region. The project, which is expected to cost 60 million shillings, will the two groups structure grain trade to bring yield better returns for farmers. The market is currently dominated by small and medium traders that have found market access difficult, leading to generally low prices for grains such as maize, wheat, rice, beans and sorghum. The East African Grain Council so far has 15 certified warehouses in the region, with the plan to double it in the next 2 years. Through the warehousing receipting system, farmers have used their grain as collateral and borrowed over $500 million shillings, which the two groups want to see grow.
We'll be reaching out to you to encourage you and to support you to join farmer groups, so that you are in a cooperative or you're in a farmer-based group, so that as a group you can aggregate, you can bring together your commodities, get them put in a certified warehouse, and then you can be able to trade, to sell and get better prices, having gotten good economical quantities for your grains.
And then when it comes to selling, the project will enhance our market information system, RATIN, which, as farmers may know, you are able to query for prices using your phone right at home.
Well, that's it on KTN Newsdesk this Friday afternoon. My name is Najma Ismail.